All right. Hey guys, how you doing? I want to welcome each and every one of you to this quick talk. Okay, to this quick talk today. I was sitting here at the office and getting a couple of phone calls, and I was like, I want to share some things actually with some individuals. So what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna share this on my other platforms on Facebook. So actually, give me 1 second while I go ahead and this to share this to my page here. Share to a page. Okay, I want to share this. No, I want to share this to my page. So hold on 1 second. Let me go ahead and get this shared. Okay, great. All right. Got this shared to my page also as well, guys, so people can actually hear it. And I would like for you to share it to your page as well. Guys, what I want to do this the quick talk. I had some people actually calling and emailing about appointments to get their taxes done. They want an appointment now to get their taxes done, and we see this a lot during the year, a lot of times during the year. Hey, Connecticut is in the house. Okay, all over the country. Awesome. And so I want to kind of actually talk about this thing about getting your taxes prepared by a tax professional, but more importantly I want to talk about when to get your taxes done. And I know this year, 2020, for 2019 filing season has been just total chaos for a lot of individuals of knowing when they can get a file, how they can get them filed because of the quarantine all over and things of that nature. But we started getting a lot of phone calls, and we know that things have been extended, or the tax filing year has been extended this year to July the 15th. Okay, so July the 15th is that date. And here we are in June. Here we are already in June, and we are basically having people to just emailing us and calling us and online connecting with us, wanting an appointment, wanting an appointment, wanting an appointment. And we have a little over a month. We have a little over a month. Okay, so I think this conversation is important for individuals because we all are what? Human. Okay, because we all are human. So the conversation that I want to have, guys, is when to get these taxes prepared. Now, most years, of course, from January through April the 15th of most years is that filing season. Okay, normally the end of January. Now, whenever the Internal Revenue Service actually says that we can electronic file the tax returns, they're accepting the tax returns, begins that season, that filing season. Okay, and most years it ends April the 15th. Man, we have some people that do come in time to filing status. A lot of people coming in the first part of February, time they get their W-2 forms and the 1099s, all of their tax documents, because those forms should be sent to you by the end of January. Your employer and the financial institutions are required to send that information, those forms, to you. So time you get those forms, a lot of individuals rush into their tax professionals' office and schedule those appointments to get that done. And then you have a little period that goes on into March, right? It goes on into March, and then you have a lot of the business, those corporations come out. Why? Because their taxes are due March the 15th. Okay, you have your LLC partnerships, you have your S corporations, C corporations. Those are due March the 15th. And if they can't do those in time, they do what? An extension. They do an extension. And then you have the ones that's coming around April, the end of March to April the 15th, that last month. In between that March the 15th to April 15th, that last month, a lot of individuals like, hey, I didn't want to pay early. I didn't want to have to give money. So I'm waiting till the last minute. Then they're coming in April, the last week, the last day, okay, to get the taxes done. So why I want to have this conversation, guys, is simply of the best way to get the best time to get your taxes done. You have to still remember that your tax professional is a human person that can, yes, they can make some mistakes. Okay, they try to do the best that they can with their information, the knowledge, to make sure that things are going good, things are going great. But you want to make sure that you are dealing with your tax professional, guys, when they are alert, okay, when they are alert and they don't have but so much crunch. I oftentimes see individuals come into the tax professional's office at the last minute. You thought that you had time, you're going to wait, and then you say you're not going to do it again the next year and the next year. And here it is, the last minute, the last couple of weeks of the tax season, and you want to go and get your taxes done. Now, why is that sometimes bad? I say sometimes bad because number one, that you're doing it during a busy time that a lot of other individuals are coming in as well. A lot of individuals are coming in as well to your tax professional's office. And because of that, that tax professional may not have but so much time, okay, to properly not do your tax return. But you should be asking your tax professional, what can you do during the year to better your tax situation? If your tax professional is not helping you and guiding you and educating you on how can you reduce that tax liability, okay, to basically pay less on your money, especially percentage wise. And also, what is your percentage? How much, what's your tax rate? What is your tax rate? A lot of individuals, they do not know their tax rate. Okay, they don't know the tax rate. And so you got to know your tax rate to know how much you're spending on your taxes based on your income and the type of income and all those things that's in there. Well, your tax professional may not have that time to sit with you longer period of time, one-on-one, to go over every why, because there's other people in the office, other people that they got to get to. They got a lot of drop-offs to do. They got a lot of people that have uploaded their information, especially now. They're doing a lot of tax return in the office. It's going chaos, right? They may not have enough time to spend to you to properly plan. So you have to come after the tax season to actually do so. They just don't have enough time, okay? Then they may cost you because they may charge an additional fee for you to come in afterwards, like consultations here, like $300 an hour to basically be able to do it. You may be able to ask some little quick questions during the tax preparation phase, okay, during that time. But if you come during a busy time that they may not have the time to kind of go over everything that they need. They may or may not, okay? And sometimes that's why it's good that sometimes people do actually drop off. They want to drop it off so the tax professionals can do it. Because, guys, we do work late. We work early. We work late. We work when the office is closed. Like my office is closed right now. Nobody's in here. But we do work. And sometimes we can see it and go over it and stuff and do that. Now, sometimes people still want to come and do the taxes face-to-face. Many tax professionals now do not do face-to-face appointments, okay? So how do your tax professional work? Okay, but you want them to take the time to do your taxes, review your taxes, okay, and make sure that they can point out some things that you may be able to do and put in place for tax planning that's going to help you out. So you may want to make sure that you have time. So that's one of the times you need to actually look for why you need to make sure you don't want to come during a busy time that they have. But number two, and sometimes people do not realize this or really take into account of this. If you come towards the end of the tax season and you're saying you want to come to tax season because you don't want to give the Internal Revenue Service any money early, guys, tax filing and tax payment are different. You can file your taxes in February, end of February or March, and even if it's not due until most years April 15th, this year July the 15th, you don't have to pay until then. So it has nothing to do with the paying. You can go ahead and file it and then you can pay until then. But you don't want to come to the end of the tax season because here's the truth. Your tax professional has already worked from January to then. And most of the time they have worked 6 to 7 days a week, every single week. They are tired. They're waiting on the tax season to officially end. Now, we're year round, but most professionals are waiting for that time to what? Officially end. And if they're already tired and is busy and they're waiting for the year to end, there may be a bigger chance for what? Mistakes. It just may happen, okay? Not intentionally, but let's just think about it. It just may happen just by being human. They getting up early in the morning, coming to the office, working all day, not eating right in most times, most situations, because they don't have a big lunch break. Then they're working through, you're there, they're dealing with people calling, people worried about the refund, the this and that. Now this year, the stimulus package, lots going on, and it's busy in the office and everything is going on, and their body is tired. And they're like, I can't wait for this last month. I can't wait for this last week. I can't wait for this last day, okay, to be over so they can take what? A break, a much needed break. You might not want to put yourself in that situation. You just may not want to put yourself in that situation. So in light of actually that, guys, let's look at the time actually that we're in right now, okay? We are in June right now, the first part of June, okay, of 2020. Tax season right now is July the 15th. It's a little over a month, a month and a week, couple of days, right? Before the season is officially over. Do not be the one that basically is coming into a tax professional office in July. You do not want to be that person that comes in July, okay? Even if you haven't did your taxes now and stuff, you wait. Don't be that person. Why? Because you're going to be dealing with a lot of different things. A longer period of time that a tax professional has been working. Now they've been working from January all the way through July, that they're probably not used to working. If they're not year round, they're not used to working that long. They're not used to working long. So now it's July that's there. And it's hot, it's the heat, and most important, what? It's holiday time, holiday season. It's a holiday season as well. They're going to miss out on July the 4th. Okay, they're gonna be upset that everybody else is cooking out. They're doing this. They may be working. They may not be working. And one time off. There's a lot of things going on in July. So even if you want to wait and start to wait till July, all of the days is not really a full 2 weeks because they probably want to take some time off on that holiday. You may want to contact them and see. Okay, so you got to incorporate those holiday times during that time too. If they're going to be there, if they're not going to be there, are they going to be working on July the 15th, July the 14th? What's going to be their deadline? As far as doing, some of them may say, hey, you know what? I'm going to go to a different type of hours now, okay? Because we were already year round. We did it because we was year round. You know, we went back after the 15th to our year round schedule. But you may want to get in early if you want the tax professional guys to basically evaluate your return, look at it, give you some things. And you want to come early as well, because the earlier that you come, the longer you can have to implement the strategies that your tax professionals is going to give you. Okay, you have a longer time to implement those strategies that your tax professional is going to give you as well. Okay, so make sure that you do that. So I encourage you, if you're listening to this video this year and this is the first part of June, you hadn't did your taxes yet, I encourage you this week, get all your paperwork together over the weekend. Go ahead and call your tax professional, set that appointment. If they're not doing appointments, if they're doing just drop-offs or mails or uploads, whatever their procedures are, you want to go ahead and get your stuff implementing now, okay? So they have a longer period of time. Because also some tax professionals, they may be 2 or 3 weeks out already. They may be 2 to 3 weeks out already. So they may even actually say, hey, towards the end of June, you don't want them to actually say, you know what? I have no more appointments or availability to do another tax return. That possibly can happen. It possibly can happen. Okay. So I want to make sure, guys, that you just be aware of not just filing your taxes, okay, during the year, but be aware of the timing that you are filing your taxes, when you file your taxes. Okay. You got to be aware of those things because you want the most accurate tax return that you can get. And you want the education and the strategies that should come along with that so you can better your tax situation. Okay, guys. Now, I want to make sure, guys, that you're hearing this information. You want some other information about taxes and tax tips and things, then go ahead and sign up for our free newsletter. You can go to www.hawkinstax.net, hawkinstax.net. Go ahead and sign up for our free newsletters. We do different types of blogs for you as well, different things that are happening, different changes are coming up in the tax law all year long, and you get a once-a-month newsletter as well. Okay, guys. And with that being said, guys, as always, this is T Hawk. And I'm out. Have a great, guys. Take care. Bye.